At the heart of Kandy stands the Temple of the Tooth, one of Sri Lanka's most sacred places. Inside this ancient shrine is kept a relic believed to be the tooth of the Buddha, a symbol of protection, power, and deep spiritual devotion for millions across the island. Every year, this sacred temple becomes the starting point of one of the world's most spectacular cultural celebrations, the Esala Perahera. It's a festival where history, faith, and pageantry come alive on the streets of Kandy. Drummers thunder through the night, dancers move with centuries-old rhythm, fire breathers light up the darkness, and majestic elephants carry the sacred casket in a procession that feels timeless. The Esala Perahera isn't just a parade, it's a living tradition, a moving temple, and a reminder of Sri Lanka's deep spiritual heartbeat. Once again, the Temple of the Tooth in Kandy, Sri Lanka, where the Sacred Tooth Relic of the Buddha is kept, becomes the spiritual heartbeat of the island every year during the Esala Perahera. From this very temple, the drums begin, the conch shells echo, and the entire city transforms into a living river of light, sound, and devotion. As the evening deepens, the first beats of the Maligawa roll across the courtyard. It's a sound that has echoed for centuries, calling dancers, drummers, monks, and elephants into formation. One by one, the processions step forward, each representing a different shrine, each carrying its own history, its own guardians, its own blessings. But nothing captures the imagination quite like the elephants, the gentle giants who've been part of this tradition for generations. These are not wild elephants. They are domestic, temple-raised elephants, cared for by families who have passed down the responsibility for decades. Their training begins from a young age, not with force, but with familiarity. They learn the rhythms of the drums, the glow of the torches, the slow, steady pace of the procession. They learn to walk with dignity, to remain calm even when thousands of people line the streets, cheering, praying, and watching in awe. Before the procession begins, each elephant is dressed with extraordinary care. Their keepers, known as mahouts, polish their tusks, brush their skin, and drape them in hand-woven garments embroidered with gold, silver, and vibrant colors. Some of these garments take months to prepare. They shimmer under the torchlight, turning each elephant into a moving piece of art. The most sacred role is given to the Maligawa Tusker, the majestic elephant who carries the golden casket that symbolizes the tooth relic. This elephant is chosen for his calm nature, his discipline, and his regal presence. On his back sits the Kapmahataya, the official who carries the casket with deep reverence. His posture is upright, his expression solemn, because he represents the spiritual heart of the entire festival. Behind him, dozens of other elephants follow, each with a rider who is trained for years. Some riders carry flags representing ancient kingdoms. Others carry ceremonial fans, umbrellas, or symbols of protection. Every movement is practiced, every gesture meaningful. As the elephants move, the streets glow with fire. Torchbearers walk in long lines, their flames dancing in the night air. Kandyan dancers leap and spin with incredible energy, their ankle bells ringing like silver rain. Whip crackers snap their whips to announce the arrival of each procession, their sound echoing off the old buildings of Kandy. The Perahera grows larger with every passing minute. Drummers, dancers, fire breathers, flag bearers, temple officials, and elephants all moving in perfect harmony. It feels less like a parade and more like a river of tradition flowing through time. For the people watching, it's more than entertainment. It's a blessing. Parents lift their children onto their shoulders so they can see the sacred casket. Elderly devotees press their palms together, whispering prayers as the Tusker passes. Tourists stand speechless, overwhelmed by the scale, the color, the devotion. And the elephants, calm, steady, magnificent, carry the weight of centuries on their shoulders. They are not just part of the Perahera. They are symbols of strength, guardians of tradition, and living bridges between the past and the present. Night after night, for 10 days, the Perahera continues. Each evening grows grander, brighter, louder. And every night, the elephants return, dressed in new garments, carrying new blessings, walking with the same quiet dignity that has defined this festival for generations. By the final night, the Randoli Perahera, the streets of Kandy feel like another world. The lights, the music, the elephants, the sacred casket, everything comes together in a moment that feels timeless. And when the last drumbeat fades and the final torch goes out, the elephants return to their temples, the dancers return to their villages, and Kandy slowly returns to its everyday rhythm. But the memory of the Perahera, the sound, the color, the devotion, stays with everyone who witnessed it. A reminder that tradition is not something kept in books. It is something lived, carried, and passed on, sometimes on the back of a gentle giant dressed in gold. Buddhism runs deep through the soul of Sri Lanka. For the Sinhalese people, it is not just a religion. It is a way of living, a rhythm woven into everyday life. From the quiet villages to the busiest cities, you can feel this devotion in the simplest moments. A bowed head, a lit oil lamp, a whispered prayer carried on the evening breeze. One of the most beautiful expressions of this devotion is Vesak, the festival that celebrates the birth, enlightenment, and passing of the Buddha. When Vesak arrives, the entire island transforms. Streets glow with lanterns, homes shine with paper lamps, and temples overflow with people offering flowers, lighting candles, and giving alms. It's a night when the whole country seems to breathe in unison, calm, peaceful, and full of gratitude. But the devotion isn't limited to festivals. It's part of the landscape itself. Across Sri Lanka, you'll find bo trees standing proudly in city squares, village centers, and roadside shrines. These trees are descendants of the sacred Bodhi tree under which the Buddha attained enlightenment. Around them, small white fences are built, and beneath their branches sits a serene Buddha statue, a reminder of compassion and wisdom in the middle of everyday life. People stop by on their way to work, on their way home, or even during a busy afternoon. They place a flower, light a small clay lamp, or simply pause for a moment of reflection. In a world that moves fast, these bo tree shrines offer a quiet space where time seems to slow down. For the Sinhalese, this devotion isn't loud or dramatic. It's gentle, steady, and deeply rooted, like the bo tree itself. It's in the way they celebrate Vesak with generosity, the way they honor the Buddha with simple offerings, and the way they carry a sense of peace even in the middle of daily life. And when you travel through Sri Lanka, whether you're in Kandy, Colombo, Gal, or a tiny village tucked between rice fields, you'll see these symbols everywhere. Lanterns glowing in the night, oil lamps flickering at the foot of a statue, a bow leaf rustling in the wind. Small moments that tell a much bigger story about faith, culture, and the quiet strength of a people who have carried these traditions for more than 2,000 years. This is one of the busiest times of the year to travel to Sri Lanka. As the Esala Perahera approaches, people from every corner of the world begin making their way to the island. Pilgrims, photographers, culture lovers, and curious travelers who want to witness something they can't find anywhere else on Earth. Flights fill up, trains get crowded, and the usually calm hill country starts to buzz with energy. Kandy, especially, becomes a world of its own. Hotels that are normally affordable suddenly jump in price, sometimes doubling or even tripling. Rooms overlooking the procession route are booked months in advance. Even small goose houses tucked into quiet lanes find themselves fully occupied. It's not just tourism. It's the magnetism of a tradition that has pulled people here for centuries. But with the crowds comes a different kind of charm. The streets of Kandy transform into a living marketplace. Vendors line the sidewalks selling everything from roasted peanuts to fresh pineapple slices sprinkled with chili and salt. You'll see stalls glowing with lanterns, racks of colorful masks, handmade drums, wooden toys, and tiny clay oil lamps. The smell of incense mixes with the aroma of street food, and the sound of bargaining blends with distant drumbeats from the temple. Children run around with paper flags, families gather near the sidewalks hours before the procession begins, and travelers weave through the crowds trying to find the perfect viewing spot. Even the traffic, usually something to complain about, becomes part of the atmosphere. Tuk-tuks honk, buses crawl, and everyone moves with the same anticipation, as if the whole city is holding its breath for the night to begin. And when you walk through Kandy during the season, you feel something special. The lake reflects the glow of lanterns. The temple grounds are filled with devotees dressed in white. The air feels heavier, not with heat, but with expectation. It's a city that knows it is about to host one of the greatest cultural spectacles in the world, and it rises to the moment. Traveling here during this time may be expensive, crowded, and a little chaotic, but it's also unforgettable. Because Kandy during the Perahera isn't just a destination, it's an experience, a celebration, and a memory that stays with you long after the drums have faded into the night. Sri Lanka has become one of the favorite island destinations for travelers from every corner of the world. It's small on the map, but once you arrive, it feels endless. A place where every direction leads to something completely different, completely beautiful. On one side of the island, you have the golden beaches of Bentota, Mirisa, and Trincomalee, where the ocean glows at sunrise and fishermen pull their nets in with a rhythm as old as the island itself. Head inland, and suddenly you're surrounded by the misty mountains of Ella and Nuwara Eliya, where tea plantations roll across the hills like green waves. Travel north and you'll find the ancient cities, Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, and Sigiriya, places where kings once walked, where stone temples rise from the earth, and where the famous Lion Rock stands tall above the jungle. And if you move south, the colonial charm of Gal Fort welcomes you with cobblestone streets, old ramparts, and sunsets that paint the sky in gold. Wildlife lovers find their paradise in Yala and Uduala, where elephants roam freely and leopards move silently through the forest. And food lovers, well, Sri Lankan cuisine is its own adventure, spicy, colorful, and unforgettable. It's no surprise that so many travelers return again and again. Sri Lanka has that rare magic, the ability to feel peaceful and exciting at the same time. If you enjoy discovering places like this, islands full of history, culture, and natural beauty, then you'll love the rest of my world travel narrations. If you like what you see, subscribe to my channel and join me as I explore more incredible destinations around the globe.